Hi there, it's Jo from Minerva. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to look at a reference book for sewing. This is the Simplicity, Simply the Best sewing book, and it's a really comprehensive reference guide to sewing skills and techniques. Over 1 million copies have been sold, and I can see why, because it's a fabulous way to check out a different technique that you might want to find out, can I choose a pattern with this technique on, or you've got the pattern and you're partway through your project and you just need to know how to make some progress. The book is split into sections and it's spiral bound, which makes it really great for having out on your sewing table because it lies flat. Let's have a look at some of the sections inside and we can see which skills and which techniques that we can learn from this book. It's not a project book, so it's not like buying a book and there's some few tips at the beginning and then a sample wardrobe behind. It's all sewing techniques, so that it's absolutely jam-packed with really useful information. The book has a durable hardback cover. It's spiral bound, so it lies nice and flat, so you can use it for reference. I'm just going to whiz through the chapters for you so you can see the format of the book. So in chapter 1, we're looking at a few reasons to sew and why people might sew. Then we're looking at how to read a pattern. How to take some measurements, what's inside the envelope, and some of the markings and instruction images. Chapter 3 is all about fabric, so it gives you some tips for using stretch fabrics, fabric care, different tools for different fabrics, different sewing machine feet to use on different fabrics. Chapter 4 is that elusive part of sewing, which is how to get a good fit. There's lots of fantastic information here on taking measurements. So if you've been sewing for a while and you're sort of doing okay, but sometimes you get a bit of a humdinger of a garment that you've made and it doesn't quite fit properly, then this section will really help you to get a better fit on your clothes. Because remember, the packet envelope is a template for you to make the clothes to fit. Just like if we went into a fitting room in a shop to try something on, it might not fit. And that's the same for a pattern. Lots of sizing information and how to make adjustments, which is absolutely crucial if you want your items to fit properly and have that tailored look. Superb troubleshooting for particular garments. So this one's trouser fitting, so it's going to give you some information on ways that you can change the pattern to eliminate some of these problems. There are some simple sewing techniques, how to cut out, how to work with special fabrics, patterns, plaids, stripes. Some information about sewing machines, presser feet, how to do some troubleshooting on your machine, which happens to us all. A glossary here of the different words that you might see in a pattern. Some information on seam finishing that will give you a really professional finish. So this bit includes all of the basics. There is a section in here on sewing with an overlocker. It's a question I'm asked quite a lot. I've got an overlocker and I only really use it for finishing edges. What else can I do with it? It's knotty, I can't get it right. So there's lots of information in here, especially if you're getting some thread tension problems. Lots and lots of techniques. All of this is sewing with an overlocker, so that's a really great reference for that. troubleshooting section, which might be helpful for your serger or overlocker. Some pressing techniques and some hand sewing techniques. In chapter 6 there are some extra techniques. I'm not going to go through all of this, but it's giving you information about gathers and zips and buttonholes and closures and pockets, and that bit is a really thick section. I'm going to leave that a surprise for you for when you get your book. There's a section 7, which is about specialised fabric. So in here you'll find out about cutting lace, stabilising fine fabrics, and using particular fabrics that have different techniques. I really like this part because it gives you some information, and then it will tell you a good stitch length to use. So it's a good reference guide. If you pick up a different fabric, you can think, right, what are they recommending here as the stitch length? You can try it out on your test piece and see how it's working for your machine. And although I said it wasn't a project book, there are a few projects at the back. A jean skirt, a tote bag, a couple of other, and a cushion, a couple of other things. But really, this book isn't about the projects that might go out of fashion or out of date. It's all about the sewing techniques. So with this, you can enter the world of many, many, many pattern choices. Sometimes you don't want to fall down an internet rabbit hole looking for the piece of information you need, so this book is great because you can just check out the index and go straight to the section. You can check out this book at Minerva, so head over there to our website and search for the Simplicity Simply the Best Sewing Book. You will find lots of inspirational makes and projects from other makers in our sewing community, and we would love you to join our community. So make an account and upload your makes for us to see. If you're completely new to sewing, you can head over to Minerva and check out our Learn to Sew series to get you started. If you're looking to upskill, then this book is perfect. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.